Welcome back to episode 21 of our programming series. Today we're going to be talking about conditional statements. So we've kind of seen this in pre-processing directives, but this is just actually code in the program. It's not pre-processing. Anyway, we have three statements we need to look at. We need to look at the if statement, the else if statement, and the else. So the if is just checking if a condition is true or false. If it's true, then we do it. If it's false, then we don't do it. And then same with the thing with the else if, but the else if only is checked if this if wasn't true. So if this turned out to be true, it would just skip the rest of this stuff. But if it wasn't true, then we would look at this one and see if that was true. And then the else just happens if none of these were true. You can see here I have a variable of type integer and it's set to 2, and I say if var is equal to 2. And we'll talk about operators, but just know that double equal sign is comparing two things. So if 2 is equal to 2, then we print out equals 2, and same thing else if the variable is greater than 2, we print out greater than 2, and so on and so forth. So we'll go ahead and run this, and we should see equals 2 because our variable is equal to 2. And there you go, equals 2. Now we can go ahead and change this. So we'll say this is 3, so we'll run it now, and we should see greater than 2 because it's greater than 2. And now if we go ahead and change it to 1, we'll see it go into this else, so less than 2, and there you go. Now we can have nested statements. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and say if var is here, we'll go ahead and say two things. So int var 2 is equal to 2. Now we'll go ahead and say if var is equal to we need var 2. Var 2 is equal to, oh my goodness, equal to 2, then we do something else. So this is what's known as a nested if statement or conditional statement. So we have one condition, and then if that's true, we check this other condition. So if it's equal to 2, or we'll just copy this and say equals, we'll just say and now we'll go ahead and change these variables. So this one needs to be 2 as well, and there you go. Now we should see 2 lines being printed out, and that's really all there is to the subject. It can get really complicated, but it all comes down to those 3 simple statements.